Hi everyone, my name is Olivier Abissira and I am a senior sales engineer at Beacon. In the following video, I will explain how consistent usage of value at risk or expected shortfall calculations helps portfolio managers improve their firm's risk and regulatory processes. Let's get started by showing you the Beacon desktop, which is a fully cloud-native web-based platform. Opening up the application Trade Blotter, which is a trades repository, I select a book called Fund 1 that is cross-asset and consists of listed and OTC instruments, cash and derivative instruments across multiple asset classes. Now, let's launch the Beacon Quote application, which is a pre-trade pricing and structuring application. Among the list of instruments, I select an interest rate swap and want to hedge an increase in rates by entering into a 10-year swap pay fix receive float on a notional of $10 million. I can decide to directly capture this trade into my existing book called Fund 1 and select the counterparty. Alternatively, before executing and capturing the trade, I may want to assess the impact of this trade on the risk profile of my existing book called Fund 1. In order to achieve that, I can go to the list of reports and search for the historical VaR report, which will provide the value at risk and expected shortfall calculations should this trade be captured into the book. I can as well customize the report by, for instance, selecting the historical period. VaR reports are compute-intensive reports that can take minutes or hours to run, depending on the complexity and size of the book, and as well on the period length. Beacon platform has an integrated elastic cloud infrastructure, which enables it to run compute-intensive reports across multiple engines. Here, I am rerunning the historical VaR report, but before I check distributed execution and select an engine pool called default in order to generate the report. Going into Wimp, which is Beacon's elastic grid scheduler used for parallel compute jobs, I can see my job that is running and will generate the same report but potentially faster. Looking into our integrated monitoring dashboard and selecting the engine pool called default, I can see how engines can spin up and down as needed. Going back to Beacon Quote, there is a third way to capture a trade, which is by having this trade follow a particular workflow. For that, I go to the Orders menu and select Create Order. An example of a workflow can be seen in the Workflow Admin app. And here I have already selected one that I have designated called Limits. It will check for limits that are defined at the book level using the mapping table application. I set a limit of $10 million for the VaR on Fund 1 and will have a script that will allow the booking of the trade only if the total VaR is below this number. Lastly, Jupyter Lab is integrated within the Beacon platform. So you will be able to price instruments, retrieve books, and generate risk reports directly from a Jupyter notebook using an API. As you can see, I am accessing the book and VaR report using Gromit, which is Beacon's dependency graph, and enables me to interact with all the objects in the database and get the results and the histogram. I can again create and price a new trade and see the impact of this trade in the risk profile of the book. This concludes this video and hope you find it useful. Thank you for watching.